Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the final episode here on the Boredom server. So, this isn't going to be the final one forever, but this is going to be the final one for here on this season. So, this is going to be the last time you guys are going to see this map. And what other way to go ahead and end a map than to do a final server tour? So, what I'm going to do, this is the second time that I'm actually doing this recording now, because I figured out while editing the first take that I can't do this all in one take. So this is going to be I believe this is going to be a 4-part series. Basically, I'm going to do my base first, and then we'll head over to Chris's, we'll do his base, we'll do Daniel's base after that, and then we'll do Poopy Trousers' base. And then, since we're right next to the spawn area with Poopy Trousers area, we'll go ahead and do the town hall / spawn area, and then we will call it the end of season 1. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start off right here. So this was my storage room that I used for most of the days on the server. And then, oh yeah, if I'm gonna basically treat this as like this is the first time that you guys are going to be seeing this, like for anybody new that'll be watching this. So pretty much welcome to my base. So for those of you who followed, this is all new to you, seeing all this wildlife and everything. I like it. It's really nice. Nice and beautiful. Nice and lush now. Looks like a base. Looks like a very, very well laid out base, actually. But, so, regardless, that was also my temporary spawn that I was using for most of the days here on the server. We come up here, that was the bed that I was using for most of the days. Had a little lounge area so that way I could look out over my kingdom. And then if we come on downstairs, then I had my auto smeltery that I used for, let's say, a good while here on the server. Still was brewing up or cooking up some clay, as well as some stone. What the heck is hardened? Oh, okay, so that's how you get hardened clay. Interesting. So yes, that's what I was doing on here. And if we continue over this way, we will see my slime farm. Alright, so head on down here. This was actually the last mob farm that I ever really built and designed. But it ended up doing really, really well. I say really, really well, and then we don't have any slimes at all. But as you can see by in the chest, it was working great towards the end here. But it's just a triple decker, and the nice thing about this was that it was 1, 2, 3 slime chunks in a nice little area like this. And I love that quite a bit. And I got my use out of it. I got a lot of use out of it. Oh, did I hear one? No, I'm guessing it was just this. Okay. Regardless, let's go ahead and continue on. There's too much to see and too little time to do it. So, if we keep on heading on up, I do believe that there's a missing there's a missing pressure plate right there. So we're going to have to go ahead and bust down the wall. Not sure what the heck that was. If we can continue over here, I didn't really include this in my path because I never ended up really using this. But it was kind of like a little temporary hut for just doing some splash potions and just some stuff while I was trying to do. I mainly did this just for the Ender Dragon fight and for when I went out to try and get the water temples all annihilated and everything like that. Are they called water temples or water fortresses, or I have no idea what the heck they're called. But anyways, we'll go ahead and continue on going in this direction, and we will see my horse area, my stable. This was probably one of my favorite builds that I really ever did here on the server. Only one of them. But it was like my first real time actually trying to develop a stable, and I think it looks like a pretty good stable. Let me see, what did I ended up having? Okay, so I actually had quite a bit of good stuff. Wow, that was a lot of name tags. Dang. But overall, I did love this build so much. And I really, really wish that I was able to get a 15 heart horse. But unfortunately, there towards the end, I ended up running out of gold. So that's kind of why I had to stop horse breeding. And then if we come over here, we have our pet zombie pigman we got here towards the end. Here, I'm going to go and turn down friendly mobs really quick. Nope, not video. And take it down to like there. Yeah, that's good. We got pigs, lots of cows, and lots of sheep. And they're that color for Chris's base, which we will be covering in the next episode. And then I had this nice little loft here. This was actually my main spawn point for quite a while towards the beginning of the days. And I loved every single minute of actually having this here. Because it wasn't as noisy. It was just like a nice little place to just have a nice safe spawn area. And then if we come on over here, we see the automatic chicken cooker, which did come in handy quite a bit. Then we got our little nether portal. If we jump the fence, you can see right there in the distance, you can see that little arch. That is Chris's area. So that's where we're going to be headed off next. And then on down here, which I hope you guys do like the new path for those of you that have been following. Like, I mean, I like the layout of the base with all these paths and everything. They're really nice. But we had the iron golem farm over here. And then over here, we went ahead and made a huge monster spawner out of obsidian. Because Daniel gave me quite a few stacks of obsidian at one point. And I was just like, what am I supposed to do with all of it? So I built a huge mob spawner since I had this area over here. So in short, down here, we have a skeleton spawner. So we can just flip the light switch, turn it back on. We'll have some spawn. They'll all come down after they're done doing whatever they're doing. Doing the tango, apparently. Then we can just go and slam. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, you guys are taking forever. There we go. So there we go. And last but not least, there we go. Let me see. We did not get any bows, did we? No, we did not. Oh well. But yeah, so pretty much you take that setup and duplicate it 2 more times. And we have one over there for a spider spawner. And then if you follow that path, we got one for a zombie spawner. So that was what I had going on there. And this was just a general mob trap. So that way I could get the little miscellaneous ones I couldn't get. And plus have like I could get more rotten flesh and stuff like that. But it acted as, I guess, a slime chunk area. But this was the main reason that I wanted it, which I never really got to use. Was just so that way I could get some good gunpowder. And redstone? Okay, I don't know how redstone got in there. Apparently I must have put that in there at one point. Because what drops redstone? Correct answer I would think would be nothing. Well, something got added to 1.8 where like zombies drop redstone. I have no idea. But regardless, let's go ahead and continue on. Come on up here. I'm going to be using the paths because I made them and they work. So I'm going to use them all the heck. If we come on down this way, we come to the village, which never really got completed at all. We just ended up having the librarian station and the armorer station. We were hoping to have like maybe like one right here, one right there, one maybe up here on the hill, one there. It was overall hoping to have like one for every single villager, but just we ran out of time. Too little, too late. If we come over here, that was my sugarcane farm. That was it. That's all that I ever really developed for it. But then here we have the grand wheat farm. My dear God, this thing got a lot of use. So much hay. Actually, that got used a lot, but we never really ended up using the hay bales from it really all too much. And then as we continue over here, we have the squid farm area. And if you want to get down to it, you just fall down there, climb up here. Over to the left, that is pretty much the AFK fishing farm. Looks terrible. It worked, but it didn't really do. I didn't really get to use it too much. But like if I was like needing some ink sacks or anything like that, I just went over there for a little bit. Let's see. Is this next? Yeah, I think this house is next. This is pretty much my first actual house that I really built here on the server. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Get killed. This was just the first house that I ever made where general spawn point and stuff. Like, it wasn't anything major. And personally, I feel that this was probably one of my worst builds here on the server. But it served its purpose through at a time. Yep. Stop dodging. Stop it. There we go. Okay. See, the moon is rising, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's perfect. So, as we come along this path here, we come across Daniel's summer home. At least I consider this a summer home. Maybe this was like his guest house. I don't really know what he really referred to it as. But he had this nice little waterfall design with a cave in back, which I thought that might have been like a natural cave, but he ended up actually making a cave back there, and then he just had the water run through it. And then as we enter in, here was his spawn point, little chests. This house I found to be like really, really interesting, because I had actually never really seen a design like this before, but I did like it. And then we can head down below, and there's a little basement. And to finish it all off, there is my head up in the sky. This was also built by Daniel. Not really sure what the purpose was behind it, but he said he was leaving me a gift, and then I logged on, and I was like, oh dear God. I love that, by the way. I absolutely loved that build. Now, if we continue on over this way, here's something that will be new to everybody. Not Troll. If you want to know the story behind Troll, I don't know it. Chicken, he was here. He stayed here. He never despawned. And I just named him Troll, because he's just a troll of my bridge. So if we come over here, welcome to pretty much most of my house. The roof never got finished, and I'm hoping to finish it someday. But since I wasn't able to finish it while the server was active, this is pretty much all I had. So if we enter into the house, we will see these little dark spots down here, just some storage. We come in here, and we have a grand spiral staircase with a lot of glass windows. Come over this way, we have a fridge, which if we were to load it up with my last pumpkin pie, we could go ahead and hit this, and we would receive our pumpkin pie. As well as a nice lit stove, more storage underneath. I like this little roof pattern. And then if we come out here, okay, you need to stay over there, bro. Okay, you're not going to stay over there, are you? I hear spiders crawling, but I don't know where they are. Okay, gotcha. So if we... this is something else that I was experimenting with. I don't really like it right now because it's pretty dangerous around here. But having an open door, I kind of like it. But then again, it is very, very dangerous. So if I had the island lit completely and I didn't have that over there dark, I think that'd be perfectly fine. But regardless, here's my grand bedroom and some more storage. But this is the main reason I built here, is if we go to sleep, one, that's a great view alone right there. But once we awake, I just love that view. There's just something about this view that I just love so much. It was probably the best view that I had here on my little plot of land. And overall, it turned out really great, in my opinion. I loved it. And I loved the idea of having an open bedroom. Because I had a lot of glass right here, and then I was like, yeah, you got those streaks on the glass that aren't really all that attractive. So I just went ahead and made it open. No mobs or anything like that to really get in here. The one thing that I had a little bit of trouble with was I wanted to have some hidden lighting right here. So I think if I wanted to do that, I would have to replace, or I would have to have like some glowstone like right here, and then I would just have to cover it all in carpet or something like that. But I did have a couple mobs spawn here, so that was a little bit annoying while I was building it. But overall, this was my final build, and I liked it. It didn't turn out too bad. I tried a couple new building styles and everything like that with the ceilings and everything like that. And I think it turned out pretty good. I just wish that I could have finished it. Just got the roof done, made the outside exterior a little bit better. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm hoping maybe I can bring some of these things over to the Season 2 version of the map and maybe make a 2.0 version of the house. Is he down here? Did I shoot him down? No, he's up there. Come on, die, you son of a gun. Okay, we're gonna imagine that he's dead. Nope. Can't imagine it if we see him. There we go. So, me and Troll, right here, we're gonna leave you right here. This is it for my base. That's everything that I've covered so far. So, we're gonna cover it once more here in a second after we get done with Chris's. So when we get done with Chris's, we're going to go ahead and cover the Nether Hub. And then that'll be it for everything that I've built, except for when we get to the spawn. So off we go to Chris's. So see you guys back in episode 2.